New Florida State quarterback Thomas Castellanos, the former Boston College quarterback, has a lot to say about his departure from Boston College, his arrival to Florida State, and what he plans to do this season, including beat Alabama. The quote that went most viral this week was his very pointed quote at Alabama's expense, and basically he doesn't see how they can stop him. He said, quote, "They don't have Nick Saban to save them. I just don't see them stopping me." You may be wondering to yourself, why are we singling out Alabama as a new Florida State quarterback? I would encourage you to go read the full article with On 3 by Pete Nakos. It's a very revealing article in which Thomas Castellanos talks about a lot more things than just Alabama. And once you read the rest of his quotes, it will make more sense why he's talking like this about Alabama. Can I read more quotes to you, Cart, or do you want to jump in on the Alabama stuff first?
Read me more quotes first before I speak on this one.
Okay, so he talked about how he wishes he didn't spend last year at Boston College. And I'm going to read the full quote. He said, quote, "I really wish I would have left when Hafley left, but I tried to give it another take. BC wasn't the school for me. I wasn't able to be myself, and I had to try to make myself be something I wasn't. I just didn't like it. Bill O'Brien and I butted heads early in the season. I got banged up a few games. We had a meeting, and it kind of blew up in my face. I did so much for that program, and I did everything that I could, and I just wasn't repaid.
Wait, what did he do for the program?
He did so much for that program, and he did everything that he could, and I just wasn't repaid the right way." For those of you taking notes at home, Thomas Castellanos said the word "I" 17 times in those 6 sentences. That's how this kid is wired and how he's approaching this upcoming season and leading himself to target Alabama of all teams. Nick Saban can't save them. What are your thoughts on all of this from Castellanos?
Okay. First of all, 5'9". Second, um, this is a man who lost the starting quarterback job at Boston College, correct?
Correct.
This is somebody who not 2 years ago threw 15 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. Last year, he threw for 18 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Um, Threw for a little under 1,400 yards. Did have the rushing totals, I guess. Boston College was bad. They were bad. Uh, what did Florida State do last year?
Not much.
Yeah, because you want to know how Boston College was bad. You want to know who was worse? Florida State. Florida State was worse. And look, I'm gonna get to my second point of this, but like the I talk, the the talk of just of Castellanos in this situation is insane to me. Um, it's honestly very off-putting for what it's worth. But second of all, second point of this, uh, I need DeBoer to fight back. This is insane. This is what has become of Nick Saban's former program that Tommy Castellanos feels the need that he can speak like this.
This video is brought to you by NBA 2KLab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well, and they're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game, and I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's, that's New
New
York.
York.
Bang.
Where's New Jersey?
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's in Colorado. There's a state of
Is that
Colorado.
this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video. Can I read more quotes?
I don't even know if I need
I
more.
have more quotes. Can I read more quotes?
Please.
I didn't have nearly as much talent as I do
Another
here.
eye. Here we go.
I didn't have the guys, but over here, I have some of the best athletic guys. I'm not the fastest one on the team over here. I'm not the most athletic guy on the team. So just being around these guys and instilling in their heads the winning mentality and what we can do. They got the team, they got the guys. All they needed was a leader in place to lead them. Uh, I'm excited, man. People, I don't know if they know, but if you go back and watch every first game that I played in, we always start fast. And then the ACC. I feel like I tore the ACC up by my damn self for the last 2 years. And now I'm with a
He did
squad.
not say that.
This is a real quote from Thomas Castellanos.
Did he have a concussion at Boston College?
And did he have multiple concussions at Boston College? I like Thomas Castellanos. I
So
even
do I,
asked
but
you to
this is
bet on him. But
crazy, man.
what does this kid think happened at Boston College? Like I'm just fascinated by all of this.
I'm so confused by this. Also, like uh, his QBR last year was 37.9,
Yeah.
but like definitely funny, short, like for him.
Yeah, they went, I think, 4-4 in games that Cassiano started for them. They went 3-2 without him. Like, I'm just confused by this. Does this even register on like Alabama's bulletin board material? Like, or is Alabama just like, who is this? That's the
Honestly,
little guy?
honestly, it should because it's disrespectful.
Okay. So
It's
if you're in the Alabama locker room, you're making sure people remember this.
yeah, and like I believe Castellanos said he got banged up last year. You want to know the quickest way to get banged up again? Talk shit about Alabama's defense before you have to play them. He's
Yeah,
tiny, G. He
he
might,
is.
he might, he might combust the first hit he takes.
Do we know if this is like Alabama's first game? Is this later in the season? Because I don't know if you know this, they always start fast.
They do. Is he Florida State's for sure starter?
He beat Florida State in week 1 last year.
So did everyone else. They were bad.
So does this, I don't know where this leaves us. Are we no longer Castellanos guys? We
Well,
were
we were
coming into
Castellanos
this.
guys because we were on Boston College money line, like, and it was like plus 14 against Florida State. That was fun.
That was super fun.
You want to know what's not fun? When you actually have to be a fan of him for a whole season and realize that just, Boston College feels right for him.
Florida State might be like 22-point underdogs against Bama, though. And we're going to talk ourselves into it.
I'm taking Bama now.
Don't you have to be a little bit delusional to be a quarterback though?
A
Like,
little bit. A little bit. And if you would have stopped reading probably half of that article, I would have gone with it. But once you got towards the end, I legit thought you were making things up.
yeah, no, I wasn't truly. It's crazy. Shout out to Pete Nakos for the reporting on this.
Okay. I wish I could have just seen Nako's actual face when he was like hearing this. Like he had to be thinking like, oh, this is gold. Thank you.
He probably just sat back with a huge grin on his face. It's crazy.